Hello, welcome to the Lunch and Learn. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the QA or the chat portion, and I'll be more than happy to answer or demonstrate how it could potentially be resolved. Can you demo how to check if a string has an upper or lowercase character number and symbol, preferably not regex? Let me see if that's possible. I want to go to my local host. So basically like for a password, special characters. I'm gonna go here, just go to my flows, create a flow. Let's see, we'll do string, we'll call this string check. I want to take an input of text. Let's see, and we'll see if there's some stuff we can do that. Uppercase. Oh, okay, so just use regex. Is uppercase match? Let's see, is lowercase. Join strings, new line. Let's go to the text category. So there's obviously there's some default flows here that you can use to check if it's uppercase or lowercase at least. But then again, all it's really doing is running a regex test. That's using one of the default ones. So let's go. Let me see. I want to go to toolbox and go to text. Data, text. Character is numeric. Character is symbol. That's just a position check. Compare two text items. Create link. Custom merge. Get all matching string and string. Okay, that's just the thing. Do that. Get number from string. Get string from bytes. String length. Character equal. You can use this character equal. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. That's just check if a certain character is equal to another character. Lowercase, that's the change to lowercase. Obviously there's regex replace. Token. Split by stringless contains. I mean, you probably could stringless contains, and then you can type in the list of strings that the password should contain. That would do it. Yes, those are built-in flows. So, and all they're using is just a regex match, and they output whether it is true or false. So we need to configure additional logic for that. Character. How do I get a list of characters from a string? So this is where you'd have to do a constant. So you have to say like new line, let me add, if it contains one of those things. That could be an idea that you can go to. That wouldn't have to be a constant. You could split the character. You have to create like some type of other flow that says, hey, let's see, split character position. Split string by character positions. And then what you can do is you can get the string length. You would have to loop through this. Get string length. Wait, that's 4. Then we could for loop this, I think. Number of iterations will be the number of output we get there. And then we could say the list of positions, we build the array, say from 1, grab this one. Why did we hide the method from system string to char array? Why do we I have no idea. Is that in integration internal services? I know I didn't know we even had that step. Let's go to character service. Char. Character. Is there a character service? I don't think there is. But no idea. But yeah, you have to design some weird. Basically, I think regex would be your way to go. If you do this, you would probably have to fail position false. Go through this. Let's say this source is going to be this. I'm just curious if this runs. So then I can say, I wonder if I'll do it if that's going to be an index out of bounds. Oh no, it ran. Source is 4, output 4. Fail position not position 0. What was the text that I put in? Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah, wait, so item 0, positions is going to be 0. And then we should output a list of string by character positions. List of string by character positions. So I don't think it's behaved as the way I thought it was. So if I get test, I run this, and then I go input outputs of this execution, it's just saying we're going to go position 0, but it should grab T. Because the source, my input is not. Oh, I know why. I mixed it up. Text, boom. There we go. My goodness, that was silly. Now I can say input position. Oh, let me look at input output data. Boom. Character position 0. Output list that. Let's go to character position 2. 1. We're gonna look at input outputs here. Okay, so this is a 0. So this goes by a 1 based index. So that's important to know. So now that I know that, we can add 1 to that index. Select from below, we'll get the item index, and then we could say constant, add 1 to it. And then we'll have, instead of the item, it's going to be the add 1 output. And then we'll do test one more time. And then if we do input output, there we go, test, perfect. And then let's say this one, input output 2. Oh, but it doesn't do that. That's right, this is going to split it. It's going to list it out that way. Okay, so that wouldn't work. Is there a get character? Look up character. That's just going to split it by there. Character is numeric. Is character equal? Strip characters that remove split string by character positions. Is character equal? Are characters letters? Is symbol is character letter? Actually, after testing this out, I kind of don't think. I think your best bet is to use regex to compare if something is alphanumeric, has letters and special characters. Because that's going to split like that. Then you have to do another split, but you don't know how many you have. That's not unfortunate. Good. I could spell it. because we'd have to. So if we're going to do this, get string length. The input will be text. Starting index will be, it all depends. I don't know if this is a 0 index or test. Let's see if we go. So it worked the first time. Oh wait, let me input output here and we can see this. So just substrings text. You'd have to, what's the exception? Index must refer to the location within the string. So I wonder if we add one. Yeah. Let's see if that works. We'll do test. No, I'm dumb. I'm not doing this right. You would have to. Yeah. Let's try now. Input output. There we go. But now I think it's got to be 0. There we go. That's better. Input output 0, 1 test. E S T. So that means we don't need this step here. And then you can have in this flow, then you can evaluate, is this lowercase match, is this uppercase match, and then you can throw a validation. So I think, yeah, that'll probably be your best bet without utilizing regex. So in summary, get your string length to determine the text length of the string, use that number of iterations to iterate through the all that stuff. Char is symbol doesn't work. Char is symbol doesn't work. Char is symbol, that might be. So position string to check. Okay, 0 based index, we'll use that. We'll do position will be the item. And then the string to check is text. Wait, no, yeah, the string to check is text, position's gonna be there, and that's just, yeah. So now, let's try that. Debug, we'll do test, bang. Oh, wait, it's going down the false path. Debug, test with a bang. No, input output. Position 4, which should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should have that because we're doing a 0 based index. So yeah, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 based index true, and then it says false. That's interesting because it reads it as a text. Can we do a string to char? Get char. Get. Let me go back to the text area. Data, we're gonna go to text. Character symbol, character numeric. Can I just do a conversion? Get string length. We got that part, HTML ASCII. This is schedule character, Levenstein distance. Regex matches with expressions. Remove characters from start. Let's see. Strip characters, characters uppercase to alphabetical, text equal at position. So, I mean, what you could do is if a character is a symbol, well, because it's just making it a text. I was wondering if you could use it as a string check and just check it that way. If bang is bang and if at is at. And then you can use a string contains. So like if I so instead of using this, we can use a string as in list. And you wouldn't need the loop at all. Sensitive. And then you could say select from text. Actually, let me. Yeah, no, I know. I'm going to change this. Value is going to be text. And then string is in list. I'm just going to add these to the end step. And then if I say this is going to be a constant, and I'm going to do bang and at. You probably have to make your own custom rule for that, because this is going to look for if all of them are in it. So right, if I debug and I do test with this, it goes down the false path because it's looking for both of those. So you could design your own custom rule that says that you just have to list out or truth table it, and list out all the special characters and do a string check that way. So I think that's going to be the summary of it. You have to either create your own custom rule or you have to use regex for that. The reason that I would not like to use regex is because it is hard to maintain, and also we need to see results for each rule and evaluate them against rules things that could be different. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the best thing to do would then be submit a support ticket, and maybe we can add this back in as a feature request. I'm not sure if we had, I'm not familiar with the string to char step, and if we removed it, not sure why. So that'd be a question you would have to ask them to find out. But currently, in 8.16, you would have to, create some process that evaluates the string. Yeah, that will get the .NET library specific steps got removed. And I forgot which version it was. I think it was in one mid version of 7. I forgot what the reasoning behind it, but yeah, that's why I said you'd have to submit like a feature request to like have like that specific step, a string to char, um, added, and then in a release, potentially we can get that in a future release of 8, and then we can have that step that allows us to convert a string to a character and then evaluate it. But that I remember. I remember when we had a .NET library category where you can just pick stuff and run specific .method codes, .NET method codes. Yep, you can do that too. Can you calculate an SH1 hash and represent it as a hex? Not sure. Let's see if there's any hex commands in decisions. If I can spell it. Then no, we have some hash commands. Oh, hash. You can hash a string, get 256 hash a string with 256 or 512. I don't think we have a SHA-1 hash. So let's say SHA-1 hash. Hash logger 1 hash factor 6 produces 160 by 20 bytes. Nope. So let's say long story short, no. Unless you want to write more .NET code, you might be able to do it at that level. Hey, Daryl, how's it going? Decisions has a 14.65 limit on uploads anyway around that for data structures. Can you I'm allowing you to I'm giving you permission to speak. Can you elaborate more on that? Are you trying to upload a document? Are you trying to import data? Like, what are you trying to do?
Sure. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Yeah. So I have a CSV that I'm uploading into a data structure for an insurance app. So it's got 137,000 rows of different companies, and we're
Mm-hmm.
using that to fill a data repeater.
Okay.
And so right now the size of it, it's 17 megabytes. And when I try to hit upload, it says decisions is capped at 1465. So I
Mm-hmm.
just needed to know, is there any way we could work around that limit, or have you guys ran into situations where you had large files where you had to compress differently or anything like that?
Let's see. Import export settings. Let's look at that. Type, project, incursion. Nope. Oops. For subdirectories. So I don't think it's anything there. First, I want to see if there's a specific setting that controls that. Let's do, I think it's like upload or something.
Yeah, it's the import
Assign,
export. Yeah.
assign tasks, export, upload. Now let's go ahead and look at it. Mobile page, folder view, max folder states, number of decimal digits, folders, enable two-factor, new windows are off, title bar, nope, password settings, logo, favicon, slogan, inline search result, max items, form session, okay. Interesting, form session not found. Exclude, enable guest account, collapse. Starting to use a portal, register column, automatic threshold, so, set minimum password. Let me see, I wanna ask.
It looks like BT said it's on portal settings, I believe.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right
That's where you're
now.
at. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
where
that's
you're
where
at.
I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm sure there's probably someone on the support team that just knows off the top of her head. So I'm just gonna ask while I continue to look.
Sure.
Where is the setting to complete or to change the upload size limit from 14.6 MB to higher? I'm trying to import in a data structure. What type of data structure is this? Is this a database?
Let me just go ahead and
Entity,
show
or
you.
what are we making?
So this is a defined data structure, and it is a
Is the defined data structure storable?
oh, let me find out. It's my first project building, so let's just see. So yeah, I did a non-pro. So it is a simple data structure, and I define. It's a defined data structure. Put the fields in and import export. So I'm assuming it's like an entity data structure.
Do you have records that live inside decisions? Like you
Not
can go
inside
to
the
a decision.
city. They're only in the file, so it's pulling it from that file.
Well, yeah, but like if you import one record, does that record manifest itself inside the decision studio portal? Like you can left click the folder and see it where it exists, like this. So like this is an example of a data structure that stores data in decisions. I can click on it and I can see it here. Or is it a data
Mhm.
structure that only appears in the back end, meaning it's only stored in a database table?
It's only stored in a database table. It's not. We
Okay,
don't have any folder
cool.
data.
Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so then it's a database. Okay, cool. So then it's a database structure. Got it. Import. Try. Import in a data structure. Database structure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to the settings and portal. Organize App Store. Portal. And on console level, show add. Because I don't think. Okay, it's just group account limit. I thought I saw my documents, service. So I wonder. So I can see when I get information on from my question, I can forward that to you. What I know you can do is you can utilize some flow steps to design your own kind of custom import process. So like I say, like, hey, custom import data into my DB structure, right? And so what you can do is there is a for each Excel row.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. It's separated for each Excel row or CSV. So what you can do is you can take in that file and then you can ignore the first row because I'm presuming that's going to be the
Headers.
exactly, you got it. And
Mhm.
then what you can do is I'm going to go into my user defined types. I'm going to pick one of my data structures that I have. Do I have a database structure? Please. Oh, I do. Haha. And so then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to put this here, map this here, and then where's my done path? Boom, map the done path right here. So essentially what this is going to look like is you will build data on your database step. And then what you can do is you just select from flow and grab the current data row and determine which field belongs to which piece of data. So for example, I'm going to illustrate this to make it more to make it sync. So I think I still have this people spreadsheet. So see how, like, for example, here I have first name, last name, SSN, and DOB. Let's say I want to get
Yes.
this data in, right? So what I would do is this would be considered field one, first name, right? So I would go back into my flow, and then I'd select from flow first name, current row, field one, and then we'll say it's the text value. Boom. And that does field one. Then I'm going to go back here, say last name is column B, which is field two. And then I would go ahead, select from flow, last name, current data row, field two, text value, right? And if you have numbers or dates, then you would specify them there. So that's the other way you could work around it. And this one,
Okay.
the other thing you have to be careful though is how many rows do you know how many rows you have?
Yeah, it's like 137,000.
Okay, perfect. Well, the reason why this is also another thing to be aware of. Decisions has a default recursion limit on flows to 20,000 rows. So that means if we don't change the setting, you're only going to import 20K of your data. So how do we change that? So what we do is make sure you left click on any of the white space of the flow, then you click on properties, and then you click on settings, and then change this recursion limit to 200,000 or a number above your import threshold. This way you get all your data.
Okay. White space, properties, and then that's under settings.
Yeah, exactly. Under settings, and then change this to 200,000 or above your import threshold.
Okay. That is good to know. I didn't know that. And then this step was is based for each Excel row. And so that first step, it's just reaching out and it's reading your Excel spreadsheet, and then it's saying add this to the database. And that second step is going to be the database that you're trying to add the data to.
Kind of, yeah. So this step just says I'm going to take in the file and I'm going to iterate through each row of the file. So first iterate, I'm skipping the first row. So it's going to say I'm going to import this data. Now I'm going to go to the next row. I'm going to pass this data. And so essentially it's looping through, and each row represents like how it's reading it. Where's my annotation? So it's like reading it kind of going down like this, right? And so that's what's happening in the background.
Gotcha.
I want to clear my doodle. And so then what that step is doing is it's just saying, hey, I'm going to make that current row data. And so this thing's the row data right here. And it's saying, hey, I'm going to make that row data. Man, that's horrible writings. Make that row data available in a variable called current row, which is always going to change, current row right here. And then this step actually does the writing, says, okay, I'm going to grab the field or the column of this current row and put it in the specific database place. So that's how it's functioning.
That note down. And then VT said, oh, if it's a form, it's on the upload control. I think recursion policy number is each for each step of execution. Okay.
Yeah, so that one, so if you're gonna have large files, whenever you create forms, let's just create this one. You can always change the like the max file size in kilobytes here.
Mhm.
So I think there is a limit that's enforced by like the JS, which is the thing that kind of runs the drag and drop import, that I think
Mhm.
maybe 14 some megabytes.
Mhm.
But you can change what the max file size is
Okay. All right.
through different form controls. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna look at both of those. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, my pleasure. Oh, thanks for that clarification. Well. All right, I'm going to conclude the Lunch and Learn. Thank you so much for attending. Tomorrow will be the last Lunch and Learn for this week, led by Sin, who's on the support team. So go ahead and join that. That would be a good experience, and she'll be able to give insight on some more technical issues. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.